Strange in the Agora. I'm starting a little bit early because somebody is a little antsy and we want to kind of test it before everybody checks it out. But tonight I will be playing the Stanley Parable. It's quite a strange game. Perfect for Strange in the Agora, and I don't have to do much except play a game. Oh crap! Strange back through in the Agora. I'm starting a little bit early. I always do this. Somebody is a little antsy, and we want to kind of test.
Because you're gay.
You're a dick.
No, I made that comment.
You did make that comment. What a fucking cunt.
Oh, there's two watching.
Well, alright, let's begin. Do you want to begin?
Yeah. What am I supposed to do?
Aren't you gonna watch?
Yeah, it's on right now.
Oh. End is never the end is never the end is never the end is never is loading. Kind of interesting.
That's very interesting.
Very, very
I'm not gonna hear
interesting.
the sounds live, am I?
No, you're just gonna hear me.
Suck, dude.
I know. Well, you could get headphones and plug them into the computer.
Yeah. Alright. I'll do that when I go get the food.
Yeah. You'll just have to deal with it.
I just won't share the stream yet. Actually, I just did. As I said, I won't. I won't post it on Facebook yet.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
It's got
Stanley worked
subtitles.
for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Would you pay for it on credit card then?
Yeah. You can sign for me. I won't contest it. Sign it, dick butt.
Dick butt.
Oh shit, I'm here. Whoa. Whoa. Way too sensitive. Alright. Can I do anything? Whoa.
All of his co-workers were
laggy.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why is it so laggy? Oh, streaming stuff. Yeah.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It's gonna be annoying. Might have to fix the lag.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What? Why would I go left if it just said, let's go? Do you want to listen to him? There's a hole in the door. Where would you go?
I would go right.
Oh, let's go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
The fuck
Stanley
was
knew
that?
it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Shh.
He was next door.
The fuck? That's a big bang. Scared the shit out of me. Real life. Alright, we'll continue with the story.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
What a mess. Why am I making keyboard sounds?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't want to.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Story of my life. Whoa. Don't have a key card. Can't jump. Can't do anything. Whoa.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
The door is
I'm not
open?
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
They banged
I'm
something
not
so hard
asking
on
for
top of the
me,
door.
Yeah.
I'm asking for her.
Now it's still locked.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
Yeah,
To
you might
let
want to
her
fix
back
the
into your
fridge.
life. She's been waiting.
She's been waiting.
You're smoking? Congrats.
Who's smoking?
That's coming off.
Oh, yeah. Is it the only door? Damn it. What the fuck? It's dark. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Let me get out of here.
As Stanley
Oh.
picked up the phone,
I
a
just
white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope.
I just
Hope
unplugged
for a
it.
life reunited one...
I'm
Wait.
gonna stop drinking.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
Of course I
Let me
did.
double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice.
Really?
It's the best part of being a real person.
but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Any of the other ports?
Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make?
Yeah,
remember
well,
that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
A back sack and crack. Wow. I broke the game, guys. I've never seen this ending. I didn't even know about it. There's a bunch of them.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best path to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Oh, this fucking game.
Welcome
What
back.
the fuck?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Wow. Danger. Danger everywhere. Ah, it's like, this is my life. This is great. Can I pick it up again? Oh, you just let me out of the room.
Why do you have this stupid thing here?
I have the lantern because I didn't have power for a week and I needed light. Kerosene was the cheapest option. Oh, that's a nice Coke.
Pizza's not here.
I know. Oh, what is this? What? Oh, they put fences up now. I can't even kill myself.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Oh, I'm at a
That
higher
story
elevation.
would make
What?
No sense at all. We
The
just
whole
need to
room
get you home
changed.
as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction
What?
gets any worse. Unfortunately, it
Oh,
seems this
dude,
place
what the
is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I didn't even know this was part of the game, man. I looked up the endings. I never saw this one. Live on Strange in the Agora. With no one watching.
Oh, that's right. You said the coverage.
Yeah. But I don't want to go back.
Shit, what time did you order?
Should be soon.
Oh, what's up, G? Come here.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free
Oh, so
in the
he's
real
kind of baits
world.
you then.
Yeah.
Take the door or not.
I can't not do anything else. I can't even kill myself at this point.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fuck. Well, what if I go back? Whatever, we'll go left. We'll appease him and see what happens.
Maybe you can always change something later.
Right. But it won't necessarily be persistent.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Whoa, lag. Sorry, guys.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Dude, everything's blocked. I remember it being a little different. Oh, look, they got the standpipe with a hose valve 15 feet in the air where it's completely useless. They could use... Wow. Oh, you know what happened? It was 4 feet off of this.
Yeah.
But they had changed the staircase at some point and didn't update the standpipe. Just so you know, guys, I notice these things.
You're a weird guy.
Nothing opens. I remember shit opening. Don't touch the green button.
There's the boss's office.
Right.
Once you go in there,
I'm just checking everything, man. Ooh, that sounded like the door. Or at least a car door. I think.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115? Yeah?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke
Yeah,
it
Night
into the
Shark
receiver
115.
right there
Come
on
on.
the wall.
What the fuck? I have a microphone. How do you speak? Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story.
Speak.
This is a crucial step.
You gotta be shitting me. How do you speak? Is this a joke? Is this fucking with me right now? There's no speak key. Oh, you son of a bitch. I can't believe it just made me look for a speak key.
That's the point.
This is funny. You're fucking with me.
Okay,
Night
fine,
Shark
you're not gonna do it.
115.
But you know what? It's pretty
It's not gonna work.
humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak.
I don't know.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All
What
right.
the fuck is going on?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's what I did.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
What?
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Dude, I think I
he
broke
entered
it.
the door on his left.
I keep going on the door on the left and you keep bringing me back here.
Right, that's the point. Alright, I got headphones.
Alright, I
Yet
would,
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
what?
is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I gotta go to the
I'm
right
quite
then.
sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my
Probably
lead
one
and
of
you'll
the-
be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set
No,
of two open
that's not
doors,
audio.
he entered the door on his
Oh, no.
left.
Actually, those might be disabled.
Let's find out.
I'm trying to think of what you can plug into.
Oh yeah, I don't hear anything. Okay, no, that picks up the microphone.
If I keep going left. Here, you know what?
Can this live stream hear it though?
No one's really watching.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah, they'll hear it better than we do. But I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen some of it. I emailed them about it because I started a Veterans Random Cookish and shit.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking to Carl, guy.
Oh.
It's Carl. You know, Carl.
Have them watch the live stream and see how it.
Yet there was not,
Yeah,
not a
watch our
single
live
person
stream.
here
It's on,
either.
it's on the Agora, right?
Feeling a wave of
Or the Agora
disbelief,
live stream.
is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
you
choosing
serious?
responsibly and always putting
it
the
wants me to
story
go right.
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
You know,
Just
it keeps
follow
telling me
my
to go
lead
left.
and you'll be fine. All right.
The whole point of the game.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I love dominoes. Fuck them. I'm going right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
The fuck?
Try going to the left.
I guess that's the only way to go. Doesn't have a number. Whoa!
It's ruined.
Whoa.
I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Okay. I've never seen this.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Oh.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Game guy.
Whoa.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Refreshment update.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
That's it?
There he is. There's Stanley.
All right. Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you.
That really beat the game?
Yeah.
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong
Wow.
here. We can work
Maybe
together.
depends on what you
I'll
do.
accept whatever you do. I simply
Yeah, you
need
do.
to take that step forward, please.
I've never seen this one.
Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know.
This is really weird.
Yeah.
I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide.
1991 to 11.
Sure, your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Galactic Cafe, bro.
For you to decide what's the
I think they're
right thing to
anarchists.
do. Take as much time as you need.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time. When Stanley came to a
Phone's
set
ringing.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
I
left.
think. Isn't there, I think it's one of the tricks. But
Yet there was not a single
Oh, wait,
person
where
here
was it?
either.
I don't
Feeling
remember.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
Oh,
boss's
broom
office,
closet open.
hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
okay. Ah, look at this.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, it's the actual riser. Wow, they did a good job. That's cool. Wouldn't be right under the stair though. That'd be obnoxious, especially when it's so far away. Why would you pipe all the way
Oh
around
my god, you.
to the firehouse?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
Oh, I can
admitting
crouch.
he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that
Remember
risk?
that.
All
1,
because
2,
he
B4.
believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made
Okay,
any
by now,
logical
Stanley.
sense. And as Stanley
Yeah.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For
We're
example,
just a weirdo.
why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float
Whoa.
above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and
What?
it too
Whoa.
appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Sick.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
I had
Why
one
is
fucking
there a
breadstick
voice
guy.
in my head dictating
I'll take him then,
everything
guy.
that I have
Oh,
to
you're a
even
dick.
think?
No, it's fine.
Now the voice
You said
was
you wait, you said you got the lava
describing
cakes
itself
to
being
you as
considered by
breadsticks
Stanley,
anyway.
who found it particularly
I got
strange.
breadsticks for you.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, it was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Whoa.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Is this for real?
He knew for certain, beyond a
This is
doubt,
amazing.
that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment.
Stop
and my
making
wife,
objective claims for me.
my job.
Yeah, right.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything
was
will be
watching.
fine. I am okay.
Oh, look at that. Read it.
I'm talking to him currently.
Go back.
Stanley began
nice.
screaming. Please, someone, wake
No.
me up. My name
I
is
think it would be
Stanley.
lucrative
I have
for
a
you
boss.
and
I have an
for you.
office. I am real. Please,
Personally,
just
for you to
someone
say.
to tell me I am real. I must be
They're
real. I
really
must be. Can
everything.
anyone
Really,
hear my
it's all
voice?
bullshit.
Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Is he doing what I think he's doing?
He has no one else
This
to,
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
to kind of...
Eat pizza, dude.
Mariella
Headline?
woke
What?
up on a day like any other. She
okay,
arose, got
fucking
dressed,
no.
gathered
Right,
her
I only
belongings,
ate two.
and walked to her place of work. But
I
on this
ate two,
particular
big
day,
slices.
her walk was
I
interrupted
had one
by
slice.
the body
I
of a
had two.
man who had stumbled
What are there,
through
one,
town
two- oh, there's only
talking
6
and
slices.
screaming to himself, and then
So you have one
collapsed
more?
dead on
I know,
the
yeah.
sidewalk.
Just make sure you
And
eat.
although she would soon turn to go call for an
Aw.
ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Oh,
And in that
Let me
moment,
eat a big
she
piece,
thought to herself
Oh,
how
okay.
lucky she was to be normal.
no, take the big
I
piece.
am sane.
I want...
I am
they're the same
in
size.
control of my mind.
You
I
put your
know
finger on
what is
fucking all of them
real
anyway.
and
No,
what
I
isn't.
didn't.
Fucking finger fucking.
It was
No, I
comforting
didn't.
to think this. And in a
we
certain
doing,
way,
y'all?
seeing this man made her feel
Finger
better.
fucking pies.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this.
Yeah,
so
it'd be
it was
badass.
only a moment
I'm gonna
that she stood
interview
there,
him from VA.
staring down at the body. And then she turned
Interview with
around.
Kokesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't buy the bullshit. I don't buy the bullshit.
Yeah.
I've seen bullshit. Carl knows bullshit. Oh, pizza.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. Did I miss it? Where's the phone I'm supposed to answer? How do I get in there?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the
Okay,
office.
there's open doors
but
and
it
shit.
didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
God damn it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Fuck you.
he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Whoa.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
Lag
employee
is
lounge
real.
first, just
I
to
gotta turn
admire
something
it.
down.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That's where I went last time and did the I'd have to just jump off the edge and kill myself.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
Ready?
ago.
Should I try and hit the boxes?
Yeah.
Alright.
Even the bushes.
What?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Burned on you.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Fuck.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Well, there's one more way to go
this
this
was
way, huh?
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
He's
to
making
admire
excuses for
it.
me this time.
Yeah.
The lounge
Yeah,
was
last time.
sublime,
Oh.
a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Sure, let's go.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Is writing the story so you go back where I want you
Let's fuck it up. There's like no objective.
to. Right. That's the
But
best part.
Stanley
It's the
didn't want
journey.
to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Ah, fuck. God damn it.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Oh.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down right, left,
lighter?
down, left, right. Yep,
Yeah, you gotta smoke with this game.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely,
I'm gonna teach you how to roll.
definitely this way.
I don't know what you mean by that.
What? I don't like this. Oh no.
Do it.
Oh no.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
Fine.
oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Oh,
Whole
boy.
Story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
Fuck
hmm?
you.
Okay. From the top.
No. Ah. Cunt.
You'll learn to interact with it, bro.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Cuz you're useful.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
Wait, what?
The
No,
fuck?
I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over,
This
completely
isn't the
fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
No, you motherfucker.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Wait. Okay. So now I have fucking 5 ways. Wait, what? Does that wrap around?
Carl's apologizing. Oh, cute.
Well, hey, you know, maybe it's worth it. Obviously, it's
I'll
not
say
easy
it.
to apologize.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely
What
was
the fuck?
a story
It's
here
a fucking
before.
maze.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Oh, look at the time.
Huh.
Wait, is that what time it is right now? No, it can't be.
No, it's 9:59. That'd be fucking wicked now. That'd be fucking wicked.
Refreshments.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What?
Carl texted me long shit when I'm high. It took me like an hour to read it. No, but yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to help
it's
that
worse.
out.
I might be remembering this wrong.
There's no doors.
I
It's
started
possible the
Veterans
story
Protect
is
shit
back where we
and,
just
another
came
around there
from.
and
Why don't we go back the other
that
direction
I emailed
and see if
him.
we missed
Mike
anything?
yesterday, but I know he takes forever to answer his emails because he's got so he probably got a lot right now.
Yeah, look, somebody has a butt. Wow. So now what do I do? Nothing. Take butt.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the fuck?
It's awesome.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I was handing them to you,
Oh,
guy.
no. I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in
What's up with
actual
you, dude?
work for that
You're
win.
gonna fucking
Some
eat both
people
of
win
them.
fair and
You're
square.
not gonna eat
And this
both
You're
was
a
not
Hoover.
one of those
I was
situations.
not going to eat both.
Hoover.
I wouldn't do that.
I'm getting weirded out by
Yeah, but
what
really
this
careful,
place
they're filled
is.
with hot
I don't
lava.
care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Hot lava.
It's for fat asses.
They don't have that ridges on them, so they don't stay together.
Right.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that the destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
This is fuck. This is very fun.
Just leading through.
Ah, lag. Streaming's
Cut
hard
the
and
music.
good.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Go fuck yourself.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
His fiancée in this video.
Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... No, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Fuck. That's still different. Why are those ones still there?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
This is fucked.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Well, then why'd you
No
fucking put it
lines or
there?
monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Oh, fucking bitch.
Huh?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh, circles.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the
Fucking
right
do.
is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this?
Whoa.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all
It's rather convenient.
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
It's literally
Is
just
it
written by
really?
an anarchist.
Well, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
Why is there no sound? The sound just cancelled. There's no sound.
Maybe it's the point.
Oh, we're already. Saying life is about the journey. Ah, come on, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, the audio's not working.
Yep, audio crashed. Simply Mr. Boom. Oh. Alright, that's all fucked up then. I gotta probably cut it.
I
Oh.
just shared it too.
Oh. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. How to solve a dispute. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Perfect. Oh, I want to see what's up. Why'd this sound die? See, this is different. It smells like dog farts. See, this is a different office entirely.
Weirdo.
Oh well. I need to fix the audio.
He literally mentions his fiance in his video and his baby, and then goes on to say, but then I started texting this woman and pretty much Adam took over somehow.